Hi, my name is Chonjo Theocrat Kashindi, a technician support engineer inside College Certified. In this video, I've mounted a server operating system as a VM within the VirtualBox. I will show how I structured my organizational units within the domain controller. I created users and assigned them to those OUs accordingly, and then grant them the NTFS permissions for specific folders. I will show in addition how I apply policies to those organizational units. My Windows Server 2025 is running under VirtualBox with the VM's name of Kashindi 235 for block. As we can see here, from the VirtualBox manager, the status of my VM is running. I will display the VM extension from my Windows 11 taskbar. Okay, this is my VM, my Windows Server VM desktop. Open is the server manager. My server name is the same as my VM, Kashindi 235 for block. It's already promoted to domain controller. The domain name is ensignsuccess.co. I've created from the Active Directory users and computers a structure of organizational unit. I have the Student Success Center or SSC OU on the top level. Within it, I have computers, object, and staff objects. For staff objects, I have serial manager and student advisors. I have created the following users. For the SSC object, I have the SSC admin backup user who would be supposed to play role for backup purpose. For the staff members, in the serial manager, I have Betty Foster, a member, and for student advisors, I have Carlos, I have Chico Morero, Daniel, Mayomi, Tatiana, members assigned to this object. I've created groups for the next tags. These will help, for example, for permissions and for policy settings. I've grouped these users, the users of this structure, as following. In SSC staff, I have the SSC student advisors and SSC serial manager. Those are also groups of members. For the SSC student advisors, we have all members of the student advisors objects, all 5 members, and for the SSC serial manager, we have the Betty Foster, the serial manager member. This way of organizing OUs and grouping members gave me more control over the structure to easily apply policies and settings on it, but also to control members by set. I have the SSC folder by here in my server. Within it, I have the admin reports subfolder, advising document subfolder, and shared resources subfolder. In admin reports, I have a file, final admin report text file, and in the advising documents, I have final advising text file. In the shared resources, I have also some files that will help in our policy enforcement. I've granted users on this domain the NTFS permissions to these folders as following. For the admin reports folder, I have the SSC server manager with the permission level of modify. We know that in this group we have Betty Foster, a server manager, who is a member of this group. And for the advising document group, we have SSC staff. We know that in the SSC staff group we have the SSC server manager group and SSC student advisors group that to make all members of this staff. And for this it has a permission level of modify, so all staff can modify and read the content of this folder. I've the shared resources folder that I granted also permission for the staff members, and we see that all staff, the SSC staff group, will access this folder but with the read and execute level of permission, so no one will be able to modify the content of this group. The goal is that this file will help in policy enforcement, so even admins, even the manager should not be able to modify the content of this file. At last, I will apply policies to organizational units of my SSC structure. I will open the group policy management. Okay, this is the group policy management. Using the new GPO command letter of the Windows PowerShell, I've created these group policy objects: SSC browser homepage, SSC desktop background, SSC password enforcing. But I know that I could do the same by right clicking on group policy object and click on new to create a new GPO, a new group object, and new group policy object. Okay, the SSC browser homepage will help in setting the URL https w3.insign.edu/information technology webpage as a default homepage for the browser for all workstation of our structure, so it will apply to computers or use. I have set the Google Chrome administrative templates. This allows me for my settings. First, I will set the Google Chrome as a default browser for all workstations. To do so, in computer configurations, under policies and administrative templates, I will find the Windows component and go to File Explorer. I will double click on Set a Default Associations Configuration Files. I will click on Enabled and then go back to my shared file. Here I have a Chrome default XML file that we will use to point the network shared XML file that maps file type and protocols like HTTPS and .html to the Chrome executable path. So this will help us to open the Chrome executable path in the members workstations. I will copy the path of this folder and pass them from here. specify the name of the file, chrome default .xml. Okay, click on apply and I click on OK. Now I will set a default home page for the browser. Under user configurations, I drop down policies. I go to administrative templates. I drop down Google and I drop down Google Chrome and I click on Setup Homepage and New Tab Page. From here, I will double click on Configure the Homepage URL. Here I click on Enable it, and here I give the URL for my default homepage. And I click on apply and I click on OK. Next, I will set the SSC desktop background GPO for the desktop wallpaper standardization and enforcing. In the GPME, I will navigate the user configuration, drop down policies, then administrative templates. I will drop down the desktop and click on desktop. From here, I double click on desktop wallpaper. I click on enabled and then I go back to my shared folder. I copy the path of my InSign official logo that I will pass here and the name of the file, my PNG file. Okay, for wallpaper style, I will leave 0, click on apply and click on OK. Next, I will edit the password enforcement. I prefer to create the SSC password enforcing GPO that will help me to do my task. From computer configuration, I drop down policies and then Windows settings and security settings. From here, I will click on accounts policies and here I will click on password policy. From the policy, I will specify the minimum password length. I double click on it. I define and I specify 12 characters as the minimum length of the password. I click on apply and I click on OK. I will set the password must meet complexity requirement. I double click on it. I define and I enable it. I click on apply and OK. That's all for my policies. Next, what I have to do is to link my organizational units to my GP objects. What I will do, I will right click on staff, click on link to link the staff with the SSC password enforcing. I click OK. I right click computers. I link computers to SSC browser on page. The workstations will be assigned to the members or staff. And to finish, I right click again to computers and I link to the background. I click OK. Notice that in the real world, I should connect to each user workstation and type gp updates /force commandlet log out and log back in to update all my settings. Thank you.